That's U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Nikki Haley, earlier this week, slamming Iran for violating the nuclear agreement, specifically its restrictions on selling weapons and launching missiles. Haley stood in front of a rocket, she says, Iran sold to Houthi rebels in Yemen, who then launched the missile at a Saudi Arabian airport last month. So what is the next step to rein in Tehran's nuclear program? Joining me now is someone who knows about this, Jim Walsh, an international security expert for the MIT Security Studies program. Jim, good to see you today. It's been a while since we've talked, and this is a very important topic, again, to discuss. What do you say on the surface?
It's good to see you.
What do you say on the surface about Nikki Haley's appearance and what she was trying to say to the world about Iran?
Well, I think it's right for her to call attention to the possibility that Iran is supplying or has supplied missiles to Yemen. But I believe, there was a lot of hype going into this press conference, and I think it actually under-delivered. The military analysts who were there part of the presentation said that they could not actually confirm when those missiles were transferred or when they were fired. So if you don't know the answers to those questions, you don't know if it really is a violation of the UN Security Council resolution on Iran. So there's some missing parts here. And of course, the missiles themselves that were displayed came from Saudi Arabia and the UAE, and they're not exactly, objective bystanders on this. So I think it was a little underwhelming, but this obviously is a topic that's going to continue to draw attention.
Obviously, and so that leads to this question. Can there be any denial at all that Iran was, is, and will continue to be a continued threat to stability and peace in the Middle East?
Well, I've written about this. People having proxy wars and interfering in other governments in the Middle East, I mean, that is the definition of the Middle East. That has happened since at least the 1950s with the Shah, with Saddam Hussein, with Nasser in Egypt. And today, Saudi Arabia has been, involved in Syria. Everyone's after each other. I would say we have to put it in some perspective, though. That missile did not kill anyone. But the Saudi air campaign in Yemen has killed thousands of civilians, and the Saudi Arabian government has instituted a blockade and has kept humanitarian medical relief from entering Yemen. And as a result, there are thousands of innocent civilians in Yemen who are dying of cholera. President Trump has called on them to drop that blockade. They refuse to do so. So while it's true that Iran is meddling in internal affairs, it's pretty clear that Saudi is doing the same or worse. So it's just bad all around.
It is a mess, isn't it? And no one really knows how to clean it up. President Trump advocating getting tougher on Iran in terms of confronting Iran on its support for terrorist groups. In essence, does the president want to limit Iran's influence throughout the Middle East? And can that help clean up the mess?
It's not going. Just focusing on Iran alone is not going to solve this problem. As I said, all the countries in the region have been doing this. You could argue Saudi Arabia has done even more than Iran. They did, essentially kidnapped the Lebanese prime minister and forced him to go on TV announcing he was resigning. As long as there's this conflict, Iran on one side, Saudi on the other. Unless there's a political solution there, Kelly, they're both going to continue to go after each other. One isn't going to stop because they're afraid the other will take advantage. So as long as there's that rivalry fueling the proxy wars in the region, this is going to continue, I'm afraid.
Jim, something you said is very key, a political solution. But how do you find a political solution between two opposing forces that refuse to even meet in the middle for the benefit of their own country and their own region, the Middle East? Because while Saudis are predominantly Muslim and Iran is Muslim, you have the tribal factions between the two groups. And then there's Israel in the middle of all of this, and they absolutely hate Israel. So how do you even find common ground in the middle of this mess?
Well, I wish I had an answer for that, because that is precisely the most important question, Kelly, that policy makers need to ask themselves. I guess my own view is let's stop throwing gasoline on the fire so that the flames are getting higher and higher. We need to step back, dial it back. And there's a role for the U.S. here. The U.S. should be able to reach out to its ally, Saudi Arabia, and say, hey, I know you're in a rivalry, but let's tone it down. This is only making things worse. And I think maybe maybe some of the countries in the region itself, and Oman, for example, could quietly play the role of convener. They've done that before. I think they could do it again. But someone has to step in, whether it's Oman or the U.S. or the Europeans, because this is getting worse rather than better.
Okay, you said Europeans, and as you know, Europeans are not happy with President Trump and his stance against the Iran nuclear deal because they feel that that is a way to keep Iran at bay from developing nuclear weapons. But the president doesn't see it that way. He got Congress to decertify it, albeit he hasn't taken away the nuclear deal, but he's trying to reduce the penchant for Iran to keep continuing developing weapons of mass destruction like nuclear weapons. And do you think he's taking the right course with this?
Well, I think it's sort of interesting because I think in some ways his words have been harsher than his actions. So the president says he hates the Iran deal, and then he refused to certify that they were in compliance, even though the International Atomic Energy Agency said they were in compliance, and he kicked it to Congress. So a lot of people thought, well, this is it. Congress is going to pass sanctions that are in violation of the agreement, and the whole thing's going to go down, and it'll be done. But that didn't happen. We've passed the 60-day mark under the legislation where if the president refused to certify, then Congress could act on its own. Congress has refused to act. So I think what we're at here right now is that quietly, not on TV, but quietly, the Congress, the president's advisors, Mattis, McMaster, Tillerson, they all agree, whether you like the Iran deal or not, it's working, and it's better to keep a nuclear weapon out of the hands of Iran.
Oh,
so I think we'll continue to see criticism, but not a lot of big action on this.
It is a game of chess, is it not? And of course, Iran, the Persian Empire, they invented the game, and boy, do they like to play it, and they know how to do it. Jim Walsh, thank you for all of your comments and your perspective.